Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. Essentially, this video is just going to be me doing things that I consider self-care. And what I consider self-care may not necessarily be what you consider self-care. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is a trigger warning for anybody that has a trigger towards crying. I'm about to start crying real soon. So essentially what this is it's a snippet from a concert by Lauryn Hill. And it went viral a while ago. And I kept listening to it. And specific lyrics from the song remind me of specific people. And the reason why I'm crying throughout this part of the song is because it reminds me of my granny. She's been home for 3 years now, but I never really grieved just because she passed on the 7th. I moved into college the 10th. So I never really had a time to sit and just feel my feelings. So I'm trying to force myself to actually go through those emotions. So what I'm doing is I'm listening to this part of the song over and over again until I can listen to it without crying and actually sing. And more so appreciate the time that I had with her rather than think about the time that I won't have with her again until I eventually go home. So, yeah. This song that got me is the insecure part, just because I used to be insecure to a fault. Like, it was a fucking problem. And it caused a lot of problems within my relationship. Like, the first 6 months that we were together, I consistently was worried that he was going to cheat on me and all this and that, just because, like, past relationships. And this particular portion of the song makes me think about that and be grateful that he sat there and not only allowed me to grow, but grew with me. So that's why I was crying on that part. But the rest of the song is about my granny, where she was saying, how do I walk with you? I want to talk to you. How do I talk to you? Touch my mouth with your hands. That's all about her. Because it's like, I can't talk to her. I can't be around her. I can't feel her body or anything like that anymore. So, yeah. But truly, the only reason I did this is because I have a really big issue with suppressing my feelings, and I will push my emotions back to the point where I don't really feel anything at all. Like, I'll be completely numb, and that's unhealthy and very toxic, so I'm trying to get over that. So one of the ways that I wanted to do it was by listening to this. I used to come to the river all the time just because it was a place where I felt really safe and comfortable. There was a time frame where I was like really lonely and really sad and a little, and I would come here constantly to make myself feel better. So this had to be one of the things to include during my self-care weekend. So I'm here with my boyfriend and my little doggy and whatever. Yeah, we're not gonna be out here too long because it's cold, so we wanted to give him a little bit of change of scenery instead of him seeing the same thing every day. But yeah.
I follow.
He just head-butted my chin, but I'm on your tail. I'm so sorry. I'm sitting on his tail.
Set, go. Ah!
You gotta fucking kill me.
Why are you doing like that? Here, buddy.
You'll be a good little running partner.
Yeah.
I feel like we veer off a little bit, but pretty good. It's not hard to see why I used to come here all the time. And during the summertime, oh my God, it's really during the springtime, it's the most gorgeous thing that you could ever imagine because all of these vines All these vines that are out here are covered in like pink flowers. There's yellow and purple flowers all across the ground. It's just straight greenery everywhere. If you could imagine that. It's fucking gorgeous. Apollo, come on. Yeah, that's cool. Juicy. Look at this.
You fall in this?
It's over.
It's alright.
Over!
Like, help me. Help me. I can't swim. I can't swim.
See, he tries to fucking trip you up. Look at the geese. They're all in like a row. They're cute. Hey, it's 2 days later. I'm having strawberry hibiscus tea, and I'm about to read a little bit before bed. I want to try to incorporate at least one self-care thing before bed. Well, before the end of the day, every day. So this is mine for today. All I've really done is edited a video. I didn't do any homework at all this weekend, which isn't the best. I didn't have anything due, but I definitely could have got ahead. But sometimes it just doesn't happen, you know? So here it is. It's a really pretty color. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Hold on. It's not doing it justice at all because it looks like it's like a dark brown, but really it's like a bright red. It's really pretty though. I wish you could see the true color. It is what it is though. I didn't even peep what my shirt said. It's very fitting for what's going on right now. But I said I was gonna show the book and I forgot. So here it is. I showed it at the beginning, but I may have did it too quick so nobody got it. It's called Ego is the Enemy. I'm on page 64. Actually, no. I'm on 63. I made these little bookmarks. So I used to have like a little jewelry business or whatever, and I made a whole bunch of bookmarks during that. So now I can actually use it. It's cute. We love to see it. If y'all want a review, let me know. Ooh, not the bonnet. It's a really good book so far. It's been making me look at myself and be like, girl, you gotta get it together, because I don't consider myself a selfish person. However, there are definitely some things that I could fix regarding myself, and this book kind of gave a little bit of light to it. But yeah, like I said, oh, here's my other book that I need to finish reading. You're a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. I think I only got to page...
I'll be done talking in a little bit and you'll finish watching.
Okay. No rush, love. I only got to page 81 in this, chapter 9. In the book, she talks about how your ego and your shadow self and all that stuff will stop you from progressing. And through reading this book, I actually genuinely started to see myself changing habits and becoming just a better person overall. And she talks about how your ego tries to stop that because it wants to keep you exactly at the place that you are in your life at that moment. So it fucking happened. So once I get finished reading this, I'm gonna transition over to this, and I think I'm gonna start from the beginning with this. And I've been outlining like the little key points or whatever with pencil, but I'm gonna go through and do it with highlighter, because as you can see, if I go through this, it's highlighted all the way through. And if you want like an easy book to read that's also a self-help book, this is the one to go for, just because she's really funny. She cusses, like, it's very relatable. It's not something where she's throwing information at you and trying to make you feel stupid and using like unnecessarily large words to get her point across. It's a really easy read. It's a funny read. And it's really relatable. So if you want a self-help book, this is the one. I'm gonna get back to it eventually. But yeah, I'll read some of this, drink my tea, like I said 1,000 times, and go to bed. Because it is, I think it's like 11 o'clock and we have PT in the morning, so. Bye, babies. I love you. Should I do like forehead kisses like Emma Chamberlain used to do? I haven't watched Emma Chamberlain in probably like 2 months. So I don't know if she still does that. But forehead kiss. Good night. I just realized I could definitely bring y'all with me. I'm in my boyfriend's room. So that's why it looks a little bit different from my room. If you watch what video is that? The 100+ gift ideas, that was my room. It's very cute in there, if I do say so myself. But I think all I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go through all the pages that I've already read and highlight the spots that were previously underlined in pencil. And then I'll start reading. Alright, this kind of hurt my eyes. I need a different light. I like this one, and I'll turn that off. This is my favorite one. You see how pretty that is? It's very peaceful. It's by far my favorite one, actually. It's a lot easier to read with that one, too. Okay, let's scoot this back a little bit so y'all can see me better. You're propped up using my tea. Well, that's kind of cute. Ew. Okay. So let's start highlighting, shall we? So the thing that I like about this book is that it uses real life examples on when ego either helped somebody out or did the opposite. So there's a story about some politician. I don't remember his name. I'll have to like go through and look. But basically he wrote an entire book on what would happen once he was elected a governor, all the laws that he would pass and everything like that. And all his partners started to see that he started acting as if it had already taken place, and he completely lost all ambition to continue on his like campaign trail. And he did not end up winning because after he wrote it, he felt like he actually accomplished it. So he stopped trying and he lost. So do with that what you will. That kind of threw me off a little bit because I definitely use I use two different manifesting techniques. One of them is writing everything as if it's already taken place. And then the other one is just like writing what I would like my ancestors and spirits and angels and God and everybody else up there that's looking out for me to help me out with. But that kind of made me think like, damn, whenever I write my stuff out in present tense or past tense, is that a negative thing? Because it's making me feel like it's already taken place. So I'm not going to have the drive anymore to try to accomplish whatever I'm writing about. So yeah, I mean, that's one person. Everybody's different. Everybody has different, like, motivational factors and stuff like that. So, do with that what you will. That's all I gotta say. Okay, so here's something else outlining what I had talked about before. Research shows that while goal visualization is important, after a certain point our mind begins to confuse it with actual progress. The same goes for verbalization. Even talking aloud to ourselves while we work through difficult problems has been shown to significantly decrease insight and breakthroughs. After spending so much time thinking, explaining, and talking about the task, we start to feel like we've gotten closer to achieving it, or worse, when things get tough, we feel like we can toss the whole project aside because we've given it our best try, although of course we haven't. Now, that one I don't necessarily agree with. That's the only thing in the book so far that I haven't agreed with, just because he may not have been talking in a literal sense with like working out a problem. He was probably talking about like life problems and stuff like that. But I definitely do believe that going to therapy can help you if you need it, which I mean, I think everybody really needs therapy because I'm not gonna go into that. But also something simple like doing word problems for math or whatever course you're in. It helps me out a lot to speak out loud and talk myself through the problem rather than doing it all internally. So I don't know if I necessarily agree with that.